I recently listened to a snippet of Meghan Markle's new podcast where she's having a conversation with Serena Williams. Meghan was telling a story about the time she sent a letter to the government requesting a sexist commercial to be altered. And Serena had told an interviewer that she knew she would be impactful. And they both did this around the age of 11. Now, I haven't heard the whole interview, and this is not intended to be a summary either. But it did bring up an important theme of knowing yourself and fearlessly expressing it. And how also things you're interested as a child could be deeply rooted into what you're passionate about as an adult. Personally, I think it's very important to look back at your childhood and see what truly excited you, what you loved doing, what you could do for ages without any interference, what themes you were passionate about. Some things are bound to change, and you cannot base your whole entire identity from a perspective you had before a shit ton of other life events occurred. But it can also give you some valuable insights. As for myself, I have vivid memories of me as an 8-year-old visiting Mozambique for the first time since I moved to Norway as a toddler, and of me forcing my uncles to take me to the beach every day. If they asked me what I wanted to do, there wasn't really any other options. Toys were cool and all, but nothing could really beat the feeling of my feet in the sand, the waves crashing, and dolphins jumping in the horizon. Interesting enough, in my adult life, I am constantly drawn to live in places near the beach. And to be fair, it's not really an option at this point. I also love to draw. Ever since the time I could hold a pencil, I realized that it wasn't only a pencil, it was a tool of infinite possibilities and self expression. With the simple tools of pen and paper, I could create whatever I wanted. I could sketch things I saw, things I was thinking, things I was imagining. As a shy child, I found it to be an excellent way to express things I was not necessarily able to express orally. In my mind, it was an extension of myself. So, as an omen to that, I decided to fill my notebook with different sketches this week, to simply bring pencil, pen, and paper, nothing more, and bring back the feeling of expressing things as they arrived, as they presented themselves to me, and to capture the world around me through these tools. Your past self can have a lot of things to teach you. And I think it's healthy to take a look back now and then and reflect on what have changed and what parts of you have stayed the same. No matter how grown you are, how old you get, there will always be a part of you that stays the same. You cannot fully outgrow yourself. When you turn around and appreciate your old self, you'll see that your old self is looking back at you and being just as proud and appreciative. So, do you have any interests that you might want to rediscover or dive deeper into? Maybe you have to look back at your old self to realize these things. If you have any thoughts or reflections, then I would always love to hear it. Also, I do have art prints and postcards from my illustrations available on my website. Until next time.